Talking about near the end of Choices, the first film, when that corrupt cop shoots his partner and then shoots Terrence and then shoots himself in the arm to make it look like Terrence killed his partner, so he fired back and Terrence shot him in the arm in the process. Um, Near the end of the first one, you think Terrence is dead until the second film comes out and you find out that Terrence is alive. Now, because the second film was not on YouTube, I could not do a movie review. I only remember certain parts of the second film. I do know that what I do remember is Terrence is still alive. You find that out in the second film. But because it's on YouTube, wasn't on YouTube, I could not review it. I'm sorry for that. All I could do is Choices Part 1. Now, this next film, in my opinion, is one of the best urban crime movies of the 1990s. That's just my opinion on it. And the film is called New Jack City, which I'm about to review. Now, New Jack City stars Wesley Snipes as a drug dealer named Nino Brown, Mario Van Peebles as a drug dealer's partner whom he calls his brother, and also Chris Rock is a junkie turned snitch, and rap legend icon Ice-T as a cop who wants to bust Nino Brown, bringing him down once and for all. The basic storyline revolves around the drug dealer, of course, Nino Brown, whom becomes the biggest drug dealer in New York. Went from being small time to big time in the drug dealing business. And Nino Brown becomes the kingpin of New York, selling, of course, crack cocaine to junkies. And by his side, the man he calls his brother, played by Mario Van Peebles. What ends up happening is, with the junkie whom gets cleaned off of crack, agrees to go undercover, which of course the junkie's played by Chris Rock. He agrees to go undercover to help bust Nino Brown. So he turns from crackhead to snitch. And what ends up happening is he goes undercover, undercover working for Nino Brown as a drug dealer. And what ends up happening, Chris Rock's character ends up going back to using cocaine. And what ends up happening is Nino Brown finds out that Chris Rock's character has been stealing from him and finds out he might be a Fed. So he kills Chris Rock's character, which further motivates the Fed, played by rap legend icon Ice-T, to bring down Nino. Basically fires him up. And basically Ice-T's motivation is to bring Nino Brown, his entire organization, down. Basically clean up the streets of New York. Now, this film for me gets a 5-star rating with great acting. It has a great soundtrack to the film, great feel, and it came out around 1991. It's a must-watch for urban movie fans out there. Now, this next movie I'm about to review is also a very great film. It's called Hot Boyz. It stars rap superstars Silk the Shocker, Snoop Dogg, Master P, C. Thomas Carell or something like that, and action movie superstar Gary Busey. Now, if you don't know who Gary Busey is, he usually either stars as a cop in a lot of movies or as the villain. He's very good at playing cops in movies. He's very good at the villain roles. Silk the Shocker stars as a wannabe rapper whom his nickname is Cool. And what ends up happening is when his girlfriend becomes a prime suspect in the murder of an undercover cop, after which witnesses the cop being stabbed to death, she tries to help that cop and ends up getting framed for his murder, for that cop's murder. And Cool's only chance to basically get his girlfriend out of prison is to work for this corrupt cop played by Gary Busey, and basically